BP Singhal is joining us, the veteran BJP leader and BHP leader. Mr. Singhal, appreciate your joining us on the phone line. You tell us, you've heard what Nafisa Ali is saying, that there is a stereotyping of a community going on. Do you believe that, or do you believe this is true of all communities, that even Muslims will not allow Hindus to enter their neighborhood today, that the idea of a mixed neighborhood in our cities is becoming less and less?
Rajdeep, you have to carry and ponder. Before independence, there was no such ghettoization, there was no such reluctance of people from allowing people to live near them, whatever. Now, what has happened in the 60 years? And who has run this country?
Right.
They have obviously brought about a very sharp Hindu-Muslim divide. And very conveniently they say Hindutva forces do it, Hindutva forces. Hindutva forces have been there even before 47, yeah. When the riots were there, Godra is blamed. Kya riots pehle nahi hua?
So your
vicious riots used to take place pre-47. What about 47? What about 46? Vicious riots.
Right. So
this is all propaganda.
You're saying it's propaganda. It
is not propaganda. I'm saying now this is what propaganda.
All the voices you've heard, all the voices you've heard on our channel, are you saying they're all propaganda? You don't accept there is bias and prejudice today across the board, Mr. Singhal?
Something very radically dangerous has been done by the Congress to the 50 or 60 years that they have been in this running the country.
I object.
You don't think
I really object to that. Mr. Singhal, I sincerely and in all humility, I object to what you're saying because it is the likes of the BJP that has created this horrible, sad,
but is it about politics? Hold on. Is it about politics or the average person? These are average.
Right now,
these are landlords. These are average, normal people. People who are very decent in other aspects of their lives, but perhaps do not want Muslims as neighbors. Nafisa Ali, let's not make this a political debate.
It's
not political. It's just about the kind of people.
It's a political manipulation to create a divide because I go at street level, I listen to what people are saying. There are little pockets of people who communicate, talk loosely, and it hurts and troubles me greatly because this is not the India that I dream of, and I will fight for the right of everyone.
This is not the India you dream of, but I want to bring in Abraham Mathai of the Minorities Commission. Mr. Mathai, we've also shown this happening in Mumbai, happening in affluent localities in all our cities. The Minorities Commission, this is not, it's not just Muslims, it's not just Hindu and Christians who don't want Muslims in, Hindus who don't want Muslims in their home, but even Christian families don't want Muslims in their locality. Is there a problem which is not being addressed there? This is the kind of silent divide which is taking place in our society, which is not being addressed. And groups like yours, Minorities Commission, which should be addressing it, doesn't look at these issues.
No, Rajdeep, I would say that this kind of discrimination is actually shameful and very anti-national. We should welcome people from all societies to live in our housing colonies. Now, I'll tell you, this is a fact, and you can't deny this kind of divide started. I want to remind Mr. Singhal that after the Rath Yatra, the actual divide started in this country. But I would say that the government can play a very positive role. There are a lot of government housing agencies, and government can bring in rules saying that 15% or 20% of the housing allotments will go to minorities. So the government needs to play a very important role today, because this kind of a thing is happening, and I was involved even with the thing of Imran Hashmi when he approached the commission, and unfortunately we could not take any action because the actual seller, he changed his mind to sell. He said that he doesn't want to sell it anymore to anybody, not only to Imran and not to anybody. So in such a situation, when we don't have actual evidence, we can't take action.